I want to talk to you about your 5 light bulbs framework. But before we get into it, once a company recognizes they have a messaging problem and they're willing to do something about it, willing to make an investment in it, what are the first steps? And you can meld this into your framework if that's the way you want to go. But I'm really interested in companies recognizing that, okay, we got to do something different. We need some help to tell a different story. So, where do they start? What does that process or framework look like?
I'll bridge this into the 5 light bulbs because this was really created as a solution to that problem. Because I
Hmm.
was working behind the scenes of these entrepreneurs and saw that they were spending so much time with these tactics and these shiny objects, and even doing copywriting. And again, the distinction I'll make there is messaging is upstream of your copywriting. Copywriting, and if people don't know what copywriting is, it's essentially salesmanship in print. Imagine that you have a team of salespeople. That's great. That really is the best way to sell if you can have a one on one conversation with someone. But when you want to scale, it needs to become one to many. So you essentially take what the salesperson was saying and you put that into words. And you can, it used to be printing, right? You'd send direct mail to 10,000 people. And now you can do it through your website or through Facebook ads or through emails. But you want to think about each word that you put out there as a little salesperson that's going out there to do your bidding and to bring you back customers. And together, all those words form this sales army. But it needs to all stem from your core messaging. And I describe that as it's like a brand manual. Brand manual is how they
Hmm.
define your fonts and your logos and colors and all that. Well, I said, why don't we have the same thing, but for our persuasive messaging? And I can talk more about what that should do. And this bridges into the 5 light bulbs. I was working on these campaigns, mainly doing product launches, right? So new product development. Okay, we need a whole campaign. We need email, social media, posts, websites, the whole thing. But it's got to all be aligned. We got to tell the same story and we got to make the same argument, which is really important. So rather than starting downstream by jumping in and like doing an email here, social media post here, let's create this core messaging first, similar to a brand manual, and then we can distribute it downstream to all these marketing assets that we're going to use. And that way they're aligned and they're persuasive.